Well, it says we're live. Live. James, good evening, brother man. Hope you're doing swell, well, and groovy. A little bit of Led Zeppelin for you for this evening. A little bit of cashmere. Casual cashmere. That's what we should call it, right? Casual cashmere. So yeah, just chilling out tonight and hanging out and all that groovy jazz. I hope you guys are doing swell, well, and groovy. Good evening elsewhere. Good evening. I hope you're doing swell, well, and groovy this evening. It's been a long Monday for me today. A super duper long Monday. I didn't get a lunch break today. I was moving stuff to the new store all day long. In my box truck, Boxan, aka Boxan, for pretty much all day. But, you know, a little extra cash in the pocket. I'm not going to complain. What the heck was that? Alma. Good evening, Alma. Good evening. I hope you're doing swell, well, and groovy. It's a nice little evening this evening. But yeah, it was a long, sorry, it was a long day today, a long Monday. Super duper long Monday. Like I said, I didn't get a lunch today. I stopped and got me a slice of pizza, so I did eat something, but I didn't get to officially take a break, you know. So yeah, it's all good. Well, well, well. Good evening, brother Mark. Hope you're doing swell, well, and totally hip and groovy. Little brother Mark's in the VW bus. So I didn't get a lunch break, brother Mark. I didn't get it. I didn't get down until I left work at 5 o'clock. Yeah, I knew he was gonna ask me about that. I didn't get it. I didn't get a lunch break today, man. I'm ready. I got to get them out to you, but I didn't get a lunch break today. I got to work at 7:45, and I didn't stop basically until 5 o'clock this evening. Oh, fart on, by the way, brother man. Fart on. Exactly, brother Eric. Fart on. It's definitely one of those Monday evenings in the old VW bus this evening. You know, I really, really dig living in my VW bus. Man, that's a long day for you tomorrow, brother Eric. You get you some work in. That's very groovy. Well, it's not officially the spring's equinox yet. We haven't officially crossed to the springtime, but we're getting close, man. We're definitely on the new time change. Stoner, 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 stoner. Good evening, stoner. Hope all is a swell and a well and a totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. So yeah, just we're chilling out, man. Chilling out. It was a long day today. Like I said, I was moving freight or auto parts into the new auto parts store that we're opening up here in Oklahoma City all day long. So I didn't do much, man. Like, but that. Speaking of fort, oh, let's get a little bit of fut here. Let's get a little bit of fut out here. There we go. There we go. We got the big Browdowski, man. That's the Browdowski. Like he's like totally far out, man. He's got his Route 66 milk and he's ready to rock and roll, man. Like rock and roll. But it's like your opinion, man. Yeah. You're watching American Pickers. I was watching American Pickers yesterday with my mom when I was at my mom's house yesterday. Like American Pickers was on all day, and I don't know. American Pickers is a really good show. I like watching that show. For some reason, it really makes me think of my father because my dad was into like watching stuff like that. So it's really cool to hang out with my mom and watch it. But that's a real neat show. So yeah, just I'm kind of mellow this evening. I'm super duper mellow. I'm always mellow. I'm always mellow, man. But I'm just a little bit more exhausted than normal tonight. Also, also, yours truly, like I said, is I'm thinking about once again, and I always I've been yip yapping about this for a cool minute. I should just do it, but I don't know. I mean, I'm really kind of freaked out, man. But I'm really thinking about getting me in a small house or an apartment, or maybe just rent a room out. Start out by renting a room out. All that groovy jazz. But I thought about maybe starting by renting. I mean, we were all discussing this all last night, and I know there's so many benefits and the ups and downs and all arounders and all that jazz. But I don't know, man. Like, yeah, it's a pretty good show. I mean, that's a pretty good show. That one guy, he's a VW Volkswagen fanatic. Like, I like to see him try to buy my bus. So he'd be like, this much. I'm like, nope. He'd be like, what's your outrageous, how he likes to say, what is your most outrageous price? Or what is the crazy price? I'd be like, there is no crazy price, man. I'm crazy. My bus is crazy. We're inseparable. So there is no price. Man, is it me? Or is all of a sudden that dang candle just got super bright? It got super bright, didn't it? See, turn away. Dang. It did get super bright. I've been on the nomad route for a cool minute, Stoner. I've been nomadic in it, for going on basically three years now. And this is my third winter. But The only thing that's going to get me out of this VW bus, is to get an apartment or a small house so I can start socializing, because you know, I just it's hard to socialize when you live in a van. That's the bummer unless you meet a really far out lady who's like, yeah, I like that VW bus of yours. Well, I've been like I said, I've been thinking about it, man. And the only reason, and like I said, I talk about this all the time. The only reason is, so I can socialize. Like not just with the like, not so much with like the lady folks. Like I want to have my friends come over and like hang out. Like who can come over and hang out in an itty bitty bus? I mean, it is. I don't know, man. Or maybe I just stay nomadic. Stay a nomad. Don't even like just stay on YouTube and do what I do. You know. I'm staying on YouTube. I mean, but like if my life changes by me getting an apartment, that's a whole big change on my YouTube channel. That's obviously a big change, and it's like that's the reason why I don't want an apartment. I'd rather maybe get a small house because you know with a small house I can at least park my bus in a garage, preferably. Yeah, it would be a garage. I'd find a place with a garage, so I can at least maybe have you know still a live stream every night from the VW bus. But if I got an apartment, that'd be kind of a hard thing to do unless the apartments had their own garages, and then that's a whole nother story. But then you're looking at some nice apartments that's costing you a pretty penny, and I'm not looking to spend a bunch of money. That's another thing is I don't know if I'm ready to go pay rent or a freaking mortgage. Like I guess I could try a mortgage, but I just don't know if I'm ready for that stuff yet. Like I already done been down that path. Done been married, done owned vehicles, I done owned a house. Before I met my ex-wife, my friends, let me tell you what I had before I had my ex-wife. I had the 70 VW bus, which is my home, always will be. I had a 73 Westphalia VW bus that I completely restored. I had a 2000 Volkswagen Beetle that I had, and then I had a 1995 Ford Ranger pickup truck, and then I had a brand new 2008 stand-up Kawasaki jet ski, and I owned my freaking own house. And by the time my divorce was done, and it was said and done, all I had to my name was this VW bus. So I've learned some shit, definitely, over the years. So living in this VW bus really makes super sense to me. Because it's like, if I had material possessions, I don't want somebody to like me for my material possessions. I want somebody to like me for who I am and the life I live. But in 2019, you know, to meet somebody else who's, like-minded, you know, out and about or wherever is almost next to freaking impossible, man. Like, seriously. You mentioned the word living in a van, it's like bango, red flags fly up for the people. All kinds of red flags. Brother Craig, good evening. Good evening. Hope all is well and swell and totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. So yeah, man, like, so I don't know. I really, like, I play with this idea every day. And I don't know. Or like you said, Stoner, just stick to the nomad life, the van life. And if I go down that path or stay on this path, I got to start gearing towards a lot of preparation work for this VW bus, like a lot of stuff, which is no big wolf. Which I look at it as really fun videos to do and stuff like that. But if I make that choice, it's basically I'm choosing to stay solo mission for a while. Oh, it's roadworthy. It's Stoner. I could hop in this VW bus right now and drive it to California, and probably back before the tires gave out. But all it needs is some new tires. This engine and everything mechanical can get me where I need to go. But everything that's mechanical, just needs to be worked on and, you know, revamped, basically, which it's time for that to happen. But I have every bit of confidence that this bus could take me anywhere I want to right now. That's not the problem. But she's an old girl, she's an old lady. She's a sweet, she's still young, but she needs to, just like every lady out there, young, old, middle aged, whatever, they need a little bit of attention. Always, brother man, a nice group in the VW bus. See, that's just another thing. You know, I've been hanging out here on YouTube for a few years now. And nothing's kind of like affected me on YouTube except for my father's death and a little bit of the divorce. But other than that, nothing affected me until I started thinking and breaking out of my shell to start dating and hanging out with the females again. Nothing changed in my brain until that happened. So that's why everything changed on my YouTube for a little bit. But see, this is a part of me, this YouTube adventure, because that's what it is. It's a great adventure. But it's now become a part of me as much as the VW bus is a part of YouTube. Stoner Brother Band, you'll definitely know when I'm coming through your neck of the woods. I sure wish I would have known you a few years ago when I started my channel. It'd have been a groovy pleasure to meet you back then, because Mr. Ranger Dog would have been with me. But there is no issues, but with everything mechanical, if it's not taken care of or looked at every once in a while, it will break down. But like I said, you also got to keep in mind that this engine has gone over 100,000 miles. 100,000, 113,000 to be precise. Funeral host with the most. Good evening, brother man. Hope all is well. Swell and totally far out and hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. I'm totally chillaxing tonight. Just hanging out in the old VW bus. It's been a long day. Long day. I know last night I was talking about once again getting an apartment and all that jazz. I don't know. You know, I really don't know because I like kind of being on this solo mission in life. When you're on a solo mission in life like the way I am and living in a small quarters, it does make a lot more sense to me. The YouTube is definitely its own community. And, I understand there's a lot of folks that very, interactive with one another here on YouTube. You know, I am, I guess, still the nomadic or the nomad in me or the gypsy in me. Because when I'm on YouTube, like I'm either watching stuff on like how to fix something or I'm listening to music. And every once in a while it clicks in my head, oh man, because my obviously my algorithms are different for what it wants to show me. But every once in a while one of my friends just pops up and it's just like, wow, it's cool, like I'll watch their vlogs and it's like, man, I forget that they're vloggers too. Which is very interesting because most of us here on YouTube that support one another make content of some sort. But then you got to think about the millions of people out there that don't make content that still sees our videos. When they look through different, videos that kind of are close to ours, the algorithms pick them up. And here lately I've been picking up a lot of, different Volkswagen folks and seeing different Volkswagen folks and nomadic folks on my YouTube. We're listening to a little Hans Zimmer. Our destiny lies above us. A little groovy jam. We got some ambiance tonight. I don't know. Like I said, here lately I've been listening to a lot of music that kind of takes me off to different thoughts and stuff like that. That's all I have in this VW bus is just me and my thoughts and my books, what I read, or stuff that I look and read on the internet. And that's it. You know, I used to keep the VW bus and watch movies, but I don't miss that because I spend my time doing other things. I've been like that for over a year now. You know, I look back on a lot of my things in life, and especially once I became acquired or a part or whatever you want to call it about this VW bus. You know, it's amazing how everybody has different steps in life that change, constantly change. Some take a while, some are in constant change. My life's always been in constant change. But the hardest thing, I guess, in life is, you know, when others around you change unexpectedly. And that's the hardest thing. Like when my ex-wife changed and decided that I was no longer part of her life and kicked me out, that was an abundance change. You know, that was change that comes quick. And it seems like ever since then, when it comes to even thinking about that type of change, you know, like with dating or whatnot, it seems like everything changes really quick with that. And it's almost kind of scary, you know? Because in 2019, this massive interactive cyber age of ours, and when everything's gone super digital, and in the wake of it all, it seems like a lot of people have turned to like very bitter in life, and they're offended by a fart or a sneeze or whatever. It's getting crazy, man. Getting real crazy. That's why I strive so hard to bring something groovy to you guys every day, something positive, talk positive, you know. Even though there's been parts when my life has gone so sideways these past few months. But that's the change, man. That's the change that's happening. Not just with me, but with everybody. Life is in a constant flux, kind of like the flux capacitor, you know? But life is in a constant flux. It changes, man. Its direction, its speed, its course. You know, sometimes I actually sit back and I'm like, is this really freaking happening? You know, like, I don't know if that ever happens to you folks, but it really sometimes, to me, I'm at awe. Is this really happening? Am I really traveling like I am in this VW bus? Am I really living in this VW bus? It's like, this is sometimes I got to pinch myself type of feeling. Because my life, how it is, I like it. You know? Being on a solo mission now is the hard thing that I'm trying to get balance with, because you know I was with somebody for 8 years of my life, and being with somebody for that long, for at least 8 years, to me was quite a while. So in the past 3 years, since those 8 years have gone, I have kind of just dove deep into living in this VW bus. All right, brother Mark, thanks for hanging out, my friend. I am very well and grateful for your friendship, man, and I assure you those discs will be your way. And someday, man, I will come and hang out, and I assure you, someday you'll get to hang out in this VW bus, man. There's no ifs, ands, buts about that. It's just someday when. if we can just get those, everyday life weirdness stuff to stop, that would be swell, well and groovy. But I guess with the life weirdness, it wouldn't keep people on their toes. But I got a paid vacation. I got to figure out how I want to spend my paid vacation and all that jazz. Xander, you come sneaking in the old Jackie's super secret trapdoor. Welcome. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy, man, in your neck of the woods. I'm just chilling. Well, I'm gonna go check out Stoner's comments. I get yip yapping. Nez is going on in 5 minutes or so, huh? Oh wow. All right. Thank you, elsewhere. No, I was not paying attention. I get talking and I'm serious. I kind of stare off into the ether of this VW bus, and so, all right, man, we gotta stay tuned for Nez going live. Live, man. Live with Nez. That's what she should call it. She should call it Live with Nez. What the hell's going on? Weird stuff. So yeah, Xander, I haven't got a chance to play much disc golf because the weather and working. I've been working so much, man. Like seriously, man. And like tomorrow's supposed to rain today. I didn't even get to take a lunch break. I'm debating if I want to take my VW bus in for the next few days or just leave it here. I don't know, man. Let's see. When you're living in a van and you actually have an opportunity to commute to and from the work in your van or without your van, you kind of get like, what do I do, man? Yeah, like, I don't know. I love the thought my bus is just right outside. Like, I just like that feeling when I'm at work, that my home is right outside if I need anything from my home. But then I like my dad's truck when I drive it back and forth too. So the weirdness of the simplicity of life for me. I live the most simplest life I can live. Hold on, what'd you say, Stoner? I'll let you know when she. Okay, yeah, let me know when she goes live, man. And I will like end my stream when she goes live. Like I will put her on my live stream when she goes live to end my stream. Like, Yeah, man. We'll Bogart her stream real quick, man. And then I'll split out of here, man, like a tree. Yeah, man. Bogart her stream, That's what I call it. I don't know. It's just like, don't Bogart that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. So yeah, life in the VW bus, man. It's not life in a van. It's not life in an RV. It's life in a 1970 Westphalia VW microbus. It's like Herbie the Love Bus, basically. This is my home. My home is where my bus is. And I like that feeling. But it's the feeling of being on a solo mission for a long time that is starting to make me wonder. Because being alone sucks. Happiness is best shared with others. And this is fact, man. Oh, she went live? All right. Let's check it out, man. Nez is going live. Live. Let's check it out. See what Nez is up to. Shall we? Let's see what's going on here. Sweet. All right, we're Bogarting time.
It's a 5-stoner alert. Might be getting a Brad Bogart. Well, that.
All right, yeah, we're Bogarting, man. Hold on. It's
not a bad thing. That's a good thing. I saw he went live earlier, but I had to do a few things.
There we go.
Tonight, player, I'm just so tickled you're here. Thank you for coming by. I'm sorry, I hate it when I miss people's names in the chat when I'm busy doing something else, But I always go back and look at chat, so if I forget anybody or forget to shout you out, don't worry. I know who shows up, and I try to make up for it later if I miss you. Well, keep fingers typing is hard. Well, Stoner, do what you can do, Oh, everyone's on both channels. Oh, cool. Hi, Brad, if you're listening. Hey, Brad.
Sweet.
Rolling proper with you tonight there, Brother Brad.
All right.
Hi.
little
Nice
live with Nez. Alrighty, my friends. Thanks for hanging out.
No.
Thank you for hanging out. It's been most groovy. I will see you guys when I see you. Thanks for each and every one of you guys for hanging out with W Bus this evening. Until next time, be kind to one another.
Let's get to getting with my first
love one another.
Hey, Bobby.
Be grateful for every single moment of the day, because you never know.
Bobby, I gotta get you
peace,
we got you moderated proper.
love,
there you are.
and always
from the cops.
Volkswagen grease.
That'll be a story.